Hey guys and girls, welcome to my vlog number 2. Well, visual aid necessary because I feel more Asian. Anyway, so you guys and girls know that I'm leaving for college soon, and that also means my other friends are leaving for college soon. Actually, none of my friends are ending up going to UCI, and you know, as college comes, friends separate, and you know, there's the whole thing about you guys will lose touch and drift apart and all that stuff. But you know, I'm not trying to think about that future too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys about this idea I have now. Right here, I have like envelopes, a pen, and a notepad. And what I was thinking was that I would go ahead and write a little note, you know, notepad. Put it in these envelopes and walk around my town by my legs, duh, and drop these off to my closest friends. There's not necessarily a set amount. I just grabbed 30 because I thought that'd be a good number. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to fill most of these envelopes with small little notes telling my friends how much I appreciate them and how much I'll miss them and stuff. Leaving college is definitely a bittersweet experience, and just thought this would be a cool idea to share with you. And I do encourage you guys and girls to do the same. Maybe even if you don't or aren't going to college, this would be a cool thing to do, just to show your friends that you really do in fact appreciate them. So I'm gonna go ahead and start writing the notes and envelopes, and I'll update you guys after I'm done. So I just finished writing my letters, and there's actually the thumbnail for this video. Yeah, so I finished my letters. I'm about to pack them in, then put them in my backpack, and then put on my iPod and then start walking around. Yeah, actually, I guess I haven't told you guys this. I'm actually not going to be driving around sending these letters out. I think it's good, or I think it would be more meaningful if I walked around my town, maybe of a reminiscing kind of thing. I don't know how cheesy that sounds, but yeah. So I'm gonna be walking around, putting these letters out. I'm not gonna try to gloat and say like these people live really, really far away from me or anything, but it's kind of true. This is going to be one heck of a mission, trying to get all these letters out to all these wonderful people. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, pack the stuff up, start walking, and I'll start talking from there. So the neighbor I first dropped off to was actually, or the person I first dropped off to was my neighbor across the street, and I just got that done with. But frankly, I came down here because this is our group mailbox, because my houses here don't really have our own personal mailboxes, or not a personal mailbox, but here, I'll show you what I mean. Here, let me run, because I don't want to edit each clip. But yeah, so we have these things, and I can't really put an envelope or anything in his house. So I left under his rug, but I forgot to film. I'm too lazy to go back up the hill. But yeah, I guess I should just keep on talking for a little bit. So some of you might be wondering or saying how maybe the letters were short, because you know, you saw how much I wrote for each person. But you know, like small things, just saying how much you appreciate someone for being a good friend or something could go a long way. I know that if I got something like that, it'd make my day. I'd be happy to get one of those. But then again, you know, you can't expect to get something that, you know, it's more about giving than receiving. That's a life moral right there. And if you can understand that, then you'll be happy. I know that sounds really, really, really cheesy, but you know, sometimes cheesy things are true. Yeah. So after about, I don't know, a mile and a half of walking, I've just finished delivering my second letter to one of my friends, and yeah, I finally get to a place where it's not too windy to record, but again, whatever. On the way here, it was really windy, and as you can tell, it's really foggy here. This town's nickname is actually Fog Town, but it's also known as Marina, as it's supposed to be called. But right now, I just want to like give out a message about. There's a lot of people that are on my channel thinking that I take hate comments too lightly. Like if someone calls one of my videos or just straight up me like stupid or a fag or any of that stuff, well, you know, the thing that I keep in mind is no matter how hard you work, how hard or how good you are at something, there's always gonna be that one person that's not gonna like you just because you're doing your thing. It's again, I'm just filling this video with tons of cheesy stuff, but like I said before, all this cheesy stuff, you know, tends to be true. I know that I'm not very good at breakdancing, but you know, I think I'm good enough to the point or I shouldn't be called a fag or, you know, a loser for doing something that I truly like to do. But then again, you know, you have to keep in mind of that message earlier that I said, there's always gonna be that one person that's gonna try to put you down and you just have to ignore it, you know? That goes for a lot of other things other than breakdancing. That goes a lot for, you know, if you're into eating competitions, or if you're into race car driving, if you're into martial arts, if you're into drawing, if you're into singing, you know, there's always going to be that one person. But keep in mind, you know, stay confident. Don't get mad at, you know, haters that you might get. Everyone has them. And yeah, just stay you, stay positive, and you know, yeah. So, you know, I'm walking right now, so I'm pretty bored, and I'm just gonna start talking again. So, again, you know, like, or not again, but a lot of people have been asking me, how do you feel about leaving for college? And you know, it's bittersweet. Yeah, you're leaving your hometown, or in some cases you're leaving your hometown, and in a lot of cases you're leaving your friends, or in other cases, you know, you guys are separating. You guys aren't technically leaving each other, it's just you guys are separating because you guys are going to different colleges. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for SoCal. I really liked the environment, not too much the weather. It's a little too hot, but it's cool. Right now we're coming to two good friends of mine. They live like right across from each other, and yeah, the guy on the right, his name is Spencer. Come to admit it, he's not actually even in college. He's a junior now in high school. And yeah, he used to be a buddy of mine that we used to play Magic the Gathering together, you know. Yes, I am a nerd, I am quite a nerd, but you know, I don't play anymore. He stopped playing. We don't usually talk anymore actually, but you know, leaving a small letter could go a long way. But then again, you know, because we're friends, he might not take it as seriously as, you know, I might. I know that the first friend that I gave to really didn't take it like seriously, which is not a problem, but you know, I took the time to send him a letter, or not send him, but deliver a letter. And yeah, I actually don't know which mailbox is. Oh, duh, the left one. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't look like I'm trying to steal something. Let me get out my basket of letters. Here, I'm gonna actually put the camera inside the mailbox until I find the right ones. There you go. Here you go, Spencer. Okay. Oh, now the camera is in. or on the envelope, so you can't quite see. Wait, now. This house belongs to my really old, or not really old, but he was a really good friend of mine at one time. We actually don't talk anymore, but you know, things like this, you go a long way, and I really do hope he reads this, and yeah, I just really hope he reads that. Again, you know, these letters aren't long. It's just telling them how much I appreciate them for being a good friend, and you know, it's good to retie bonds, especially if you're leaving. You don't want to leave with like a negative view on somebody, or you don't want to leave with someone with a negative view on you. And it's always nice to retie this stuff. And yeah. So I'm here at I actually don't know. I lost track of how many houses I've been to so far. But I'm here at another friend's house. She's been my friend since the 5th grade. And I can't imagine forgetting about her, but you know, I just thought I'd just give her this letter telling her how much I appreciate her for being my friend and all. And again, every little message goes a long way. And let's see. There you go. Put back the envelope and backpack. And then on to the next one. So this friend's house that I'm going to right now, he's not really much of a dancer friend, or you know, any you know person that I hang out with that's a dancer, but he's just a overall chill guy that I hang out with. I see in the future that I'll probably be hanging out with him a lot too, because he's gonna be going to CSU Long Beach. And oh wait, his mailbox is actually over here. And he's going to Long Beach, I'm going to Irvine, so we'll be relatively close. But you know, oh, I'm probably going to hang out later today too. But you know, again, I don't know how many times I've said it before. I know I've said it a lot of times. This is the right one, yeah. He's a good friend of mine, and I just want to let him know. And I just really hope he doesn't take the note the wrong way, because that would be horrible. But yeah, so that's another house down, and I have about like 13 more to go. And the 13 others are on the whole other side of town. So, oh man, I'm gonna be tired by the end of the day. So this next house that I'm going to, it was a childhood friend that I grew up with. We went to elementary school together, we went to middle school together, we were like best friends. And then, you know, when high school hit, we went to different high schools, and that kind of drifted us apart, and we haven't talked in maybe about like a year and a half. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna be really confused when he reads this, but you know, it's the thought that counts, right? So a little bit further up the street from my friend before is a good friend of mine. He's been a friend with me since actually elementary school. Yeah, I didn't go to preschool, so if you're wondering why I haven't said preschool yet, it's just, well, I haven't gone to preschool, so yeah. So he's a good friend of mine. I've been friends with him ever since elementary school. We're still friends now, and but he doesn't really know that, you know, I make YouTube videos and stuff. So he's gonna be really confused on why he got that note, because we still talk, but yeah. So this walk has been, walking around Marina and knowing that you're leaving soon really makes you think. And I see a lot of people hey, and I see a lot of people, you know, on Facebook and all those social networks that, you know, say that they have the worst life on earth, that, you know, they're the saddest person and they want to kill themselves, or I don't know, all this negative stuff. And well, you know, there's, no matter how depressed you may be, there's always going to be one person, just like the hater talk, you know, there's always going to be one person that's going to have a worse life than you. But it also depends on, you know, how you take all your negative, how you take upon your negative environment. I know this may sound like I'm trying to sound smart or something, but really I'm not trying to. But like, you know, my parents divorced when I was age 5, and I grew up in a trailer home with my mom. She was working 3 part-time jobs. We were struggling. We were living by paycheck on what to eat, and like, there was one point in time where we actually didn't know where we were gonna go and live, and it was a really scary time for me. But, you know, I take in consideration that my mom loves me, and you know, I don't want to seem like, oh, there you go, Dexter. I don't want to seem like that I'm trying to be emo right now or anything, because, you know, I'm living a happy life. You know, I'm living with my stepdad, my mom, in a gorgeous house. Although my stepdad doesn't work because he got laid off economically, you know, the whole bad economy thing. But yeah, I'm living happy. I'm going to college soon. But, you know, back to the subject on, you know, how you take your negative environment. You know, just because something bad happens to you, it doesn't mean your life is completely over, you know. But you might be saying, I don't understand how you feel, and that's true. I mean, no one can know how you feel except you. But there's just things that everyone should have in common, you know. Like, if something bad happens to you, you gotta deal with it, and you gotta make something positive out of it, you know. Like how when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Yeah, that's how I've been going about my life, really, and that's just a message that I wanted to give out to you guys. You know, if you think your life is horrible, just think to yourself, or tell yourself, that there's someone that has a worse life than you, and you should be thankful for what you have right now, because, you know, someone has it worse than you. So that's just another message that I wanted to give out. Yeah. So this house belongs to a pretty good friend of mine. Her name is Jasmine. I knew her since elementary school, but, you know, we became friends in high school. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of like I don't know, situations like that happen. But yeah, I just thought I should let you guys know that. And we're finally here. Her house is actually the house that's the farthest away from everybody I know. And I don't know where her mailbox is. Is it right here? No. Uh-oh. Is it... Where the heck? What the... Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it on the side of her rug. And then, let's see. Is this... That's visible, yeah, okay. So, after this one, I have just a few more, but because this house is so far away, I have to go and walk a few more miles to get to the next house. So, I'll tune you guys back in. So, I get here at my friend Ariante's house. She was our valedictorian. She was also tied with another friend of mine, a really good friend of mine actually, and she tied with her neighbor across the street. Believe it or not, you know, they're the 2 smartest people in our class, and they just so happen to live next to each other. this person right here, Leslie, she's been my friend only since high school. I've known her since during elementary school. Yeah, but I just wanted to drop her off a letter, knowing that, hello, I'm just here to drop off a letter and get going. And that was her dad, and so dropping off Leslie a letter, Mr. Bunches, all that good stuff. Other than that, oh, I forgot that I made one for her little brother. And yeah, so that basically concludes this whole journey of letters. And when I get back home, I'll like conclude everything that happened, I guess. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, hey guys, so I finished my random event that I wanted to happen, you know, writing my close friends a note before I left for college and all that stuff, letting them know how much I appreciate them. And you know, like I said before, small notes go a long way. Friends might not take it as seriously as I might have taken it, but you know, it's the thought that counts. And you don't truly know what you don't have or what you have until you know they're gone. And I just want to show that I appreciate them for being my friend throughout all these years. And yeah, so if I want to let this message out to you guys and girls, if you wanted to do something similar to this video, go ahead and post this as a video response. I'll gladly accept it and improve it, and you can show the world that you've done something nice too. I believe like if we all do something like this, then you know, little by little this world will be a better place. And you know, as cheesy as this sounds, it's true, you know. Yeah, so if you like this video, go ahead and thumbs up, and be sure to follow me at Twitter and Tumblr, and like me on Facebook, and subscribe to me if you haven't. And if you haven't subscribed to me before and this is your first time seeing something that I've done, hey, I'm B-Boy Junie. I teach B-Boy tutorials, and I also do little vlogs like these. And yeah, so that's my vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, or guys and girls enjoyed it. And yeah, so good night.